worth it. Ooh. Give all of the time I should be working on me. So we're gonna make it all worth it.
My firm, my law firm, practices wealth and business building out for companies and entrepreneurs. Outside of that, I also own 6 businesses. I own businesses in real estate investments, contracting, and then I also have a mentorship program for women who want to lead and be better business owners. As somebody who owns 7 companies, I really struggled with how do I make it different, or how do I do things different when I'm just a lawyer, or I'm just, a real estate broker or a life coach. There are 400 and some delegates in the United States. Bear with me. It's going to make sense when I get to the end. There are state senators for every state. We have a couple, but there's only 47 presidents. Why do I bring that up? Because when you Google, how do I become a good boss? Or how do I become a great lawyer? Or how do I do life so that I'm a great mom and I multitask well? You're going to get answers from the delegates. It's the same thing, right? If you Google, how do I become a politician? You're not seeing a president write a book about how to get there because they have people underneath them. There's only a few of them. They've got a cocktail that is unlike any other president. But when you Google, how do I become a politician? You're only getting responses about delegates. So if you're going to Google how to be successful or how do I make my business work for me, you're going to get the most standard answers. So break away from that. Break away from what's standard and focus on what works for you. When I wake up every single day, I pivot and I triage. Those are the words that I focus on in my business, and they work best. Pivoting and triage are not really business words, but they are definitely achievement words. You can pivot every single day on what's most important for your business. So you're not working in the business, you're working on it. And then you triage according to what's most important for that day, for your employees to feel supported, for you to feel supported. So when you want to innovate your company, you really want to do it in a more creative manner where everybody around you is not just doing what's standard, but rather looking up to you to see what you're doing next and see if it works. One best example that I can think of is I have young kids. I have 3 young kids, and I don't work from 4 to 7. If you call me from 4 to 7, I'm not working. If you want to hire me to do legal stuff, you want to hire me to be your mentor, 4 to 7, I'm not working. So that means that if my employees need something throughout the day, and they ask me, hey, when I wrap up my day, can I talk to you? And I'm like, sure, at 7:30 at night. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, that's my end of the day. My kids are down. I'm happy to talk to you for 30 minutes. And I used to feel guilty. A regular workday is 9 to 5. And I used to feel bad because my employees had a life. But then I realized I told them what I expected and I paid them to be here. They could choose to tell me that doesn't work for me, or they could deliver. And as an employer, you can build a team by being honest and forthright, and they also have to give you that respect back. When it comes to success, you can't focus on what people tell you to do. You need to focus on what feels natural to you. You need to feel on what would work for you based on your values and your goals. Success is a word that really is defined by what you do for a living. And it wasn't until I realized that my success is different than others that I started growing myself. With that, with your growth, building a team, and putting in the right innovations to make sure that you're growing and doing it in a way that stays true to yourself, you will be very successful in running your own business. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Diana Khan from DK Law Group.